Peter Parker is a nerdy high school senior in New York City. His parents are dead, and he lives with his Uncle Ben and Aunt May. He has a crush on his next-door neighbor, Mary Jane Watson, who is also one of the few classmates who is nice to him. Her boyfriend, Flash, and his buddies pick on him. Peter's only friend is Harry Osborn who, though rich and good-looking, is similarly an outcast. Harry, however, is somewhat jealous of the affection his father, Norman, shows Peter. Norman, the head of weapons contractor Oscorp, appreciates Peter's scientific aptitude and can barely conceal his desire that Peter was his own son. Peter's science class takes a field trip to a genetics laboratory at Columbia University. The lab works on spiders and has even managed to create new species of spiders through genetic manipulation and combination. While Peter is taking photographs of Mary Jane for the school newspaper, one of these new spiders lands on his hand and bites him. Peter comes home feeling ill and immediately goes to bed. At the genetic level, the venom injected by the spider bite begins to work strange magic on Peter. Meanwhile, General Slocum visits Oscorp to see the results of their new super soldier formula. When one of Norman's top scientists, Dr. Strom, warns him the formula is unstable, General Slocum threatens to pull all of the military's funding from Oscorp. Later that night, Norman exposes himself to the formula. He gains superhuman strength and agility, but is driven insane. He kills Strom and steals two other Oscorp inventions, an exoskeleton and jet glider. Peter wakes up the next morning feeling better than ever. He also learns his scrawny physique now ripples with muscles, and his eyesight is perfect. Now he prepares to go at school. As Mary Jane was passing by with her food tray, she slipped, was about to fall when Peter caught her and the food tray, balancing the plate back on the tray with no spill. Jane was surprised at Peter's reflexes, coupled with the fact that he was not outing on glasses now as usual. She said, "Peter seems different." Peter was dumbfounded. Then Mary Jane left. Peter sits back down as a fork remained glued to his palm. Now he learns he can shoot webs out of spinnerets in his wrists. As he pulled the web, the food tray hits Flash. Peter ran away as Flash saw him pulling the food tray as he rushed after him. Everyone accomplished him, including Mary Jane. Now Flash got to him as he punched Peter from behind, but he moved. Flash's fist hits the wall. But Peter says he doesn't want to fight him, as Jane also tells Flash to leave Peter alone. But Flash continued as Flash punched Peter again. He turned. Flash hand hits thin air. He did again. Peter almost bent to the ground as he stands. Back up. Then Flash friend tried to catch Peter from behind, but Peter backflipped twice in the air, so Flash had to push his friend away as he fights with Peter, but with every punch none touched Peter, as Peter held his hand, twisting it, as Flash groans in pain. Then he pouched Flash as everyone becomes scared of Peter. They called him freak. Even Mary Jane was still surprised at him, wondering what is going on with this